Hi, hello, and good morning. It is so wonderful to see you. Today is Tuesday, July 27th, 2021. Who would have thought? Who would have thought we would be here alive, strong, kicking, smiling, and saying it is July 27th? Wow, only God can be praised in that way. We thank Him for life. My name is Zoe Baraka. It is so wonderful to see you. The show, of course, is To My Younger Self, where we tell stories from the past that will propel us into the future. As always, listen. I cannot see you, so please do me a favor. Go into the comment section, say good morning, say hello, say welcome, hug me, say something in your local dialect that will allow me to know that you are here so I can greet you properly with your God-given name. As always, we like to greet all of our audiences from all across the continent and the continent of Africa. So here we go. If you are in Burkina Faso and you are from the Moshi land, Bella to you. Baraka da Zoa to all of our Hausa-speaking audiences. Ken Ken, Toma Toma, Fudua Wela, Toma Awela, Tiposi Wunam Baraka. All of these are different forms of greetings. How are you? Did you wake up well? In my native language, Kosal. Le Anwane, as the Frafres will say, how are you or how is it going? In Dino, Wezo from the Volta land of Ghana. Oje Cole from the Ghana land of Ghana. They are the custodians of Ghana, right? Ekabo, the Yorubas will say. Nabata, that is what the Igbos will say. Etiseng Akwaba, as the Akans will say. Karibu sana, karibu Swahili. Habari gani, Meba, as the Wolof people will say. Akei, Creoles will say. Naumai from the Maoris. Welena, as the Hawaiians will say. Dumelo from the Soto land of South Africa. Wherever you are in the world, if you did not hear your greetings, please do me a favor. Go into the comment section and tell me how to say welcome in your native language. And of course, because we're speaking in the Queen's English, welcome. It is so wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so grateful. So very grateful. All right. Good morning, Beverly Ross. It is so good to see you. Good morning. Lola joining us on YouTube. She says, Ekaro. Ekaro is also welcome from the Yoruba people in Nigeria. Thank you so much. Thank you, my dears. Thank you. I see there's quite a number of people here, so please don't disappoint me. Go in there and greet us. Listen, guys, I am highly hyped because I have an amazing woman today that I want to introduce to you. She is a fantastic storyteller, even though she doesn't tag herself as a storyteller. I cannot wait to introduce her to you. Her name is Abigail Coleman. Let me set this up for you, okay? So I want you to imagine that you're in an event and they invite someone to come and give the worship or lead people into worship. And as she's worshiping right there in front of your eyes, you tell yourself, oh my God, I have never worshiped like this before, so I don't think I am as holy as I should. This is who Abigail Coleman is. Let me introduce her a little bit. She is a woman full of passion, compassion, and a bubbly joy. Let me tell you, a bubbly joy that I personally can never understand. Sometimes I'm telling her, what the hell are you so happy about? What is your problem? But when I first met Abby, she had just ministered powerfully in worship, and I was in awe of her. So, of course, when I had to get on the phone with her, I was a little afraid, quite honestly. The spirit had fallen so strong, and I was like, wow. Some people, you have to approach them with a very interesting right foot. You have to come correct. But when she answered the phone from the get-go, from the moment she said hello, all of my insecurities about how very spiritual I was not faded away. and we talked as though we had been friends for many, many, many years. She is down to earth. There is no facade with her. She just says it as it is, and it's so refreshing to encounter someone like Abigail. She is passionate about the Word of God and loves to usher people into His presence with worship. Abigail grew up in a musical home, and since her childhood has always felt she was destined to be in ministry. She has been singing since she was a little tot, she says. She ministered in Ghana and, of course, in the UK before she moved into Canada, where she lives with her family. And then she leads worship in an apostolic church over in Canada. She is also a fantastic caterer. Let me tell you, she is a kind of woman that can cook with a capital C. Okay, C. I say that Abigail is a kind of friend you go to and ask for food. And then after you've eaten, you get on her couch and then you say to her, can you sing me some lullabies so I can, just float la-di-da into heaven as you sing to me because I just ate your very good food. This is who Abigail is. Her desire is to use her story to encourage others to never give up and to keep holding on to their dreams. She wants to tell anyone willing to listen to heed the call of Jesus, no matter how impossible it may seem. And above all, to work hard to learn the process of whatever it is they may find themselves doing and to be excellent in it. It has been, according to Abigail, 13 years of taking the road less traveled, plodding through the thick and thin and through the highs and lows to finally be where God purposefully positioned her to be. Ladies and gentlemen, storytelling connoisseurs, please unhook yourselves, go into the comment section, say welcome, welcome, welcome with your comments, and please welcome Abigail Coleman.
Oh, I had to pinch myself. I'm like, is this me? Hyping me, like, woo.
My dear, you are welcome to the show. It's been a long time coming.
I know. I'm so excited that I kind of feel honored to be in this seat. And I'm like, when you're introducing me, I'm like, hey, is there someone else she's into? I'm like, hey, Zoe can really. Anyway. Whenever I have an event, you're going to be introducing me because before I get on the stage, people will be like already ready for the Lord.
Amen.
Wow, dear, thank you so much.
You are very welcome. Thank you so much for honoring our call. And please, the stage is yours. Please take us away.
Okay, let's go. So in Ghana, when we're about to tell a story, we say, Kodi Kodi is you. Are you ready for the story? Let's go. Yes. I know I have 30 minutes. I want to respect that. But at the same time, I want you guys to pay attention and learn a lot, right? When I share my stories, they are not stories, they're true. And so I pray that as I'm sharing, you will learn and you'll be better. And yeah. Anyway, so my name is Abigail, as Zoe said. She said all those nice things about me, which are true, And my childhood was very interesting, very colorful, when I was young, I thought it wasn't good. But now when I look back, I'm like, God, I thank you for that kind of childhood. And I want to share that with you. So I'm from a family of 4 boys, and I'm the only girl, the princess of the family. My mom and dad, my dad was a pharmacist. And if you know Liverplex B, he was producing that. My mom was a teacher, and then she became the director of education in Greater Accra region. Her name is Elizabeth Gansa. My dad is Michael Gansa. We lived in Tema, Community 8. So if any Tema people here, anyway. And but then even though I said we are 4 boys and me a girl, it wasn't just us in the house. I never grew up alone, like just me and my brothers. It was always someone. Our home was like a home of refuge. People, my parents will bring, because my parents were disciplinarians, right? As I said, my parents are very strong Christians. My father had his master's in pharmacy in the UK. My mom did her education in Ghana, in Tamale. They were very strict parents. And in Tema, everybody knew my mom. And so you know that once you come into my home, if you are stubborn, you will leave changed. So families whose kids were stubborn in our church and in the community will bring their kids to live in the house, like not a month, but years. So I grew up with different people. At that time, I was very upset about it because I was like, why do I have to be living with different people? I miss being with my family, right? I want to be with just my brothers. And so I didn't enjoy that time. And I'd be like, God, why? Like, we were living with people who were very stubborn, like all kinds, right? And I couldn't just enjoy my parents. And I was growing up very upset and all that. But I look back and I'm like, it was a good thing. Like, the times our house was just a 3-bedroom. My parents were in one room, and me, my brothers, and all these other people will be sharing these 2 rooms. So it was so much fun. In the night, we'll run. If you don't get the bed, then you sleep on the floor, you know?
Wow.
In the night, we'll run to get to see who will get the corner of the bed, or who, you know. It was then, it wasn't fun. Sometimes it was fun. We'll turn off the lights, we'll scare this other person, you know, we eat together. But then I had to share my parents with them. And at that time, it felt like, oh, I don't like this, right? But I knew they became a family. I grew up with all these people. And today, if I look back, if I'm going to go back to my younger self, I would have spent more time with them. I would have loved on them more, even though I did. Because today, a lot of them have become family. A lot of them have been so good to me. And I've learned to live with people. If I look at what God is using me to do, I feel those days were preparation times. And as I said, my dad was a pharmacist. Somebody might be listening and think, oh, her dad was well off. My dad was okay, but my dad lost his sight when I was only 8 years. And so imagine my dad losing his sight at the age of 8. At the same time, my dad was a good Christian, praying for people. He was very active, not just a good Christian, born again, Holy Spirit-filled man of God. And now my dad can see. At the same time, he's being good to people. He's taking care of people. He is helping people, but he cannot see. And anyone who knows my dad knows, I couldn't accept it. So I pitied him. Even though he never pitied himself, it didn't allow me to enjoy him. So do you get what I'm saying? I didn't allow me to enjoy him because I felt like pitying him, and I was upset with God, and like, why is my dad like this? My friends' dads they can see, right? But my dad couldn't see. But I refused to see the good side of it, that even though my dad couldn't see, he was taking care of us. We went to the best schools in Ghana. I went to Wesley Girls. My brothers went to Fanspin. My father took care of other people's kids. Our house girls went to teachers training colleges, right? To the extent that one house girl that we had, Sister Abba, she couldn't speak English at all. But it was like my father was like, it is his duty to make sure that she will become someone, you know, and people will laugh at her. My father would get the driver to drive her to this, as a class where they'll teach older people, right? And Sister Esther. And you know, the funny thing is that today, all these people have become amazing in whichever field they are in, right? And are doing well. But if I look back, I'm like, I didn't enjoy my dad. I wish I had spent more time with him. And that brings us back to me spending more time with the people who lived with us, and me enjoying my father no matter his sight issues, or whether, you know, and not seeing it as a stumbling block. You know, I didn't understand why my dad was a strong Christian and how he's not seeing and God is not healing him. And it affected my faith as I grew. But then as I grew up, I realized that it is not our abilities that makes us who we are. It is God's capability. It is who he is that makes us we, right? And so my father was, I don't want to use the word blind. He couldn't see, but he was still producing medicine. He was still winning awards. He was working at Liverplex, making Liverplex. You know Liverplex B?
Yes.
It was my father's own make. He made cufflinkers. He made all sorts of things. My friends would, like vacation, my friends wanted to come to our house because my dad would teach you, talk to you. You would have, Zoe, if you met my dad, you love him. I think I took my dad.
I love him already. Yes.
An amazing man. But guess what, Zoe? I refused. I was filled with anger and hurt and sadness that now I look back, I'm like, I was living with the best man. And guess what? My dad was good looking. And he always looked good. He was not like someone who couldn't see, didn't look. My father was wearing TM Lowen. Like, When I look back, I'm like, he was fine.
He was.
But I'm like, so I didn't enjoy him because I was like, why? So today, when I bring it to my life today, if I could go back to my younger self, I would have loved on him. But he's not there. So for me now, I say to myself, Abigail, enjoy the people you are with.
Wow.
Enjoy those who come into your life. Enjoy those God bless you with. Whether whichever the way they are, however they are, they have something that is unique. They have something that is sweet, you know. And so those are times, those are things. And when I look back, I'm like, we were so blessed. My dad was the best. And you know, I'm happy about that, right? And I mean, I was 8 and growing up. Now I look back, everybody in my life is so special to me, you know, because of that. Now let's go to some very funny stories.
Well, but before you go into that, I wanted to say what I'm getting from you is this, that it doesn't matter what a person looks like physically. It is the thing that is inside of them. And you know, as an African community, we sometimes, not always, but most often than not, we tend to judge people based on the way they look or what they seem to have, what the thing you can see. And as a Christian community, we tend to do that too. So this is a very powerful story you're sharing, that your father had so many intrinsic things that at the time you couldn't see, but look at you now.
Yeah,
you know, all of that.
I'm telling you, it makes me realize that people, we are just more than what we see out.
Yes.
What is inside is who we are.
Yes.
Right. And I realize you cannot get excuses.
Yes.
My father could not see. Well, I don't want to use word blind, but that's what he was. But he had to take care of his kids.
And he just did.
He did. And so you think the fact that you have a certain whatever is hindering
whatever they call a disability,
doesn't mean that you're responsible. You need to be responsible for yourself. And I'm sorry, if you're not responsible, the consequences of not being responsible will hit you.
Yes.
But my dad did well. We are all doing well. All the kids who live with us are doing well, you know. And that brings it down to the next story.
Yes.
Because he brought us up well, no matter the mistakes or no matter the things we saw which wasn't good, we still stood firm. Because when I was younger, my younger brother, he's called Kweku. Very, very, if he's watching me, stubborn boy.
Kweku, please. I didn't hear this on TMYS. You're not stubborn, but yes, that's scary.
Adventurous. That boy. I'm sure he's watching me. I mean, he was the one leading. I was older than him, but he would be the one to, wait, let's go and steal the chocolate. Let's go and steal the God. My uncle was working at cocoa processing, and we were living in Comté. So he's like, my uncle bring chocolate. And my mom would say, don't eat. We'll all eat. Then my brother and I will go. And you know, those times they had jams in those tiny containers. My brother and I would go and steal the boxes of chocolate. It's not take home. Let me use steal. We were stealing it. And we'll go and hide under the table. We will eat all the chocolate. We will finish the chocolate. And then when we finish, we'll put the wrappers in, like the chocolate is inside. My mom will come and put her hand in, then it's empty. My mom will be happy. Who took the chocolate? We'll say, sister Abba, the house girl. My mom will be, hey Abba, you took the chocolate.
Oh my God.
And me, I was a sweet tooth more than anyone. So I was eating a lot of it. So one day, it's interesting. If Auntie Esther Bole is here, my mom drove us to Auntie Esther. So I was around 9, and we went to Auntie Esther's shop. Her shop's called Kiss Kiss. Yes. So my mom said we should come. I didn't want to go because I started feeling funny. You know, I was 9, so get to puberty, right? I started feeling funny in my lower abdomen. But I was like, what is going on? Maybe it's the chocolate. I ate too much chocolate or something. So we're in the car. Then I looked in I went to pee before we went, and I saw something looking like chocolate in my underwear. Brown, big. Reddish. I said, hey, the chocolate.
It's coming out of your skin.
It's going somewhere. So when we were in the car, my mom said we should go to Auntie Bolly because every time we want to go to Auntie Esther Bolly's shop. I said, no. I told my brother that Jesus is punishing me. Oh, Jesus is punishing me. That the chocolate we stole, no, mine has come in my panty. My brother said, Abigail, you stole more chocolate. God is punishing you for taking more than me. So my brother, That boy is adventurous.
Oh my God.
We would go to this place called 28 Market, and the videos will be playing these songs called Sexy Woman, Sexy Chocolate. You know, that song, Sex. My brother said, hey, Abigail, this is Sexy Chocolate. I said, hey. So what has he said? God is punishing me, Abigail. We are going to die. I said, he said, when we get home, we should do rosary and put holy water on me. I said, okay.
Oh my God.
We're sitting down. When we got home, he said, let's go upstairs. We went. He prayed for me, put holy water. Go and bath. I went and bath because we're Catholic. So we said, we'll put holy water on me and I'll bath and I'll be fine. Zoe, after bathing, the Sexy Chocolate became more cry.
Hey! Oh my God.
And the house help, Sister Abba said, hey, what are you people talking about? Then Kweku, my brother, he said, Abigail ate too much. We stole some of the chocolate. She said, so you people took the chocolate and said it was me. And she said, Kweku said, I stole more chocolate. So because of that, God is punishing me. So she said she wants to see the chocolate. I said, is it my party? Oh, Abigail, you've become a woman. I said, what? She was like, thank God. Oh, my brother was like, thank God. She stole more chocolate. You're saying thank God. My brother was angry. The house girl called my mom. Ma, Abigail has become puberty, you know, is a woman.
Why you're bad? She's become a woman.
Mom said, hey, call this person. They boiled egg. They did a talk. My mom said, what do I want? I said, I want Fanta. Go. This one. My brother was so angry. He doesn't understand. My mom said, oh, they should come and pray for me. So called my mom, my brother, my uncle across the road. They all came. When it was my brother's time to pray, he said, you'll never pray for me. That God should punish me. Why is it that me, I'll steal more chocolates and I get sexy chocolates and that he has to pay?
Oh my God.
When they were saying, Abigail, I'm like, what? And, you know, when I have a discussion with my mom, she's like, we need to educate our kids too. We need to educate our kids. And, you know, my parents were very strict. They were always there. They were on us. But we would go to these shops and they're playing Sexy Chocolate, Sexy Woman, Sexual Healing. And we were very young. Thank God for Jesus. And thank God for our parents who were strict on us. If we're not being trained in Christ, this whole Sexy Chocolate would have gone into sexy something.
Oh
you understand?
God.
You understand?
And look at that. It was your menses.
It was my
menses.
It was from God from eating chocolate.
Oh my Lord.
I don't know what menses was. When they were all saying they were happy for me, I'm like, hey. Then it was so funny. You should have seen the way. I wish I could show you guys how. Let me show you how I was walking when they put the pad in my. I was walking like this.
I can't with you. I can't.
I was walking like this. It was my brother said. My brother was like, so he doesn't believe that is any merciful. He was saying, God is punishing me. Look at the way I'm walking. I was so innocent.
Wow.
I'm telling you, all kinds of funny things that happen when we're young, you know.
But let's go back to it's so funny, but it's also I'm just
it's
sitting in shock.
It is a very serious thing.
I may have had the same experience, only not as funny. And I'm sure there's a lot of other young women in our age group who, never really got.
We didn't know what it was.
As to what them. So, what did your mom tell you to do to curb it?
So she told me that, Abigail, when you start bleeding like this, it means that you can give birth, you can have a baby. It means you become a woman. Your body will start growing. She said, if you don't know, and you let any boy touch you, you get pregnant. If you get pregnant, I will beat you. Hey, sorry, don't be swallow. So my mom told me, you're going to look beautiful. You know, when a woman does this, it means God is making you ready to carry his seed. And my mom used Genesis and said, you remember when Jesus told, after the serpent lied to Eve, Jesus said, I'm going to have a deal with you, woman. You're going to carry my seed. I said, Abigail, my mom said to me, you're special. You're going to carry God.
Oh, God bless your mom.
So she made it. Because of Zoe, I was a virgin till I was 23 years.
Oh, God bless you. Wow.
I knew it was a special thing. So they used to call me policewoman in my area. Because if you're a man, I won't even look at your face. So I said, hey, please,
I am special.
Sexy chocolates.
Oh my God. I am so done with you. I am done. Oh my Lord.
In as much as I didn't know what it was, my mom is such an amazing woman. She started teaching me, and she realized that, look, parents, we need to teach our kids. And especially those times, there was no internet to read anything. But in this day and age, please teach your daughters, your sons, let them know what this is and that is, right?
Because
and watch what they watch.
Yes.
Because how my brother was able to think this is sexy chocolate.
Wow.
Why?
Wow.
Sex is something God puts in everybody. And so if a child is exposed to any song like that, it clicks.
It clicks.
You understand? So we have to be very careful. We shouldn't say, oh, they are kids, they don't understand this. No.
Yes. You educate them.
Music, you let them listen to, and you'll be listening to your own thing, they are there.
I remember one of my uncles used to have that song, "Let's talk about sex, baby." I didn't know what it was, and I would just be singing it until one older person, I remember it was back in Nima. My uncle used to live in Nima, and he said, "What are you singing?" I said, "Oh, my uncle, he plays it, and he was very mad at me because he thought I was a bad girl.
But you were innocent. You didn't know.
Yes.
And
wow.
And that comes, it brings, my childhood, when I look back, I'm like, man, I had some good childhood, man. I had fun. And when I was younger, many of you know, not even just younger, let
me recalibrate a little bit and say that. So we've learned two things today from Abby. First is enjoy the people that are around you for the moment that they're around you. That's one of the first stories you told. And the second is to educate your children and not think that they're too young. Because especially these days, young women get their menses way too fast. They can get it even surprisingly at 8 because of the stuff we eat. So this is to my younger self, to every mother out there and every father out there. Actually, I think my father educated me because my mom was a little too, to do that. But my dad did mine for me. I remember very clearly. Please don't shy away from this and don't body shame your children or make them feel as if whatever is coming from out of them was
bad.
Brother Kwaku would say was because of a punishment.
Yes.
For all the parents out in Africa, all the guardians out in Africa, we're begging you to my younger self, educate them, especially when it comes to these things. And yes, for the men too, when their voices begin to break and they're beginning to feel certain urges, when you talk about it, it is easier for them to understand that it's natural what they're going through and that they're not necessarily a sin until something happens.
Exactly.
Okay? So I'm going to let you jump into your third story.
Okay, so my third story is about my size, right? And then my talents. When I was young, I was very different. I was super skinny. Not even young. As of 5 years ago, I've been a very small person, right? But I had a very nice shape. You know what I mean?
Now,
crap, if you look at me, even though I've gained weight, I'm still, you know what I mean? So, but then I didn't appreciate who I was then. So I could dance, I would sing, but the thing is, I saw my friends doing other things, and I wanted to be like them.
Yes. Wow.
I would be like, why am I would dance. I mean, everybody knew me. Even when in university, I would dance to the extent that I wanted to go and do dondology, right?
Wow. Wait, that's a course called dondology?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Oh my God.
University of Ghana, Legon. I wanted to take that because if you knew me, and when I see my daughter, I knew that I see her and I'm like, and the way my shape was and my eyes, it was very different. And sometimes people will pick on it, right? And people will look at my shape and be, hey, this is too much. And so I started feeling not loving me, looking down on me. I'd have people come and say, oh, we want you to take part in Face of Africa. And I thought, I'm not like that. I can't. I'm not even worth it, right? And I was looking at myself thinking, I'm not good enough. And
by the way, I have a cousin called Good Enough. That's just fine. Go on.
Anyway, let me not say what I was about to say. Anyway, so I thought I wasn't good enough, right? I thought I looked down on myself, thinking that I wasn't beautiful. And in a way, I didn't have friends who would speak those good things in me, because of course, the way my shape was, anywhere I went, everybody would look at me. But I thought they're looking at me to say, but I didn't think they were admiring me, right?
Wow.
And as I've grown up, I look back. Now I want to be skinny again. And then I look back, I'm like, I was so wonderful. But why didn't I take advantage of that to show people my stance, my skill? God gave that to me to be, and even looking at myself the way I am, Zoe. I am a very happy person. I know I'm dramatic, but that is how God made me. And for a long time, I hid it. For a long time, I cannot be myself, and I can't express because people will be like, you are too extra. But yeah, God made me extra, and I'm happy to be extra. You can call me that, right? But if I look back, I realized that a lot of things I couldn't do, a lot of challenges I had was because I did not accept who I was. Those challenges I was facing was because who I was supposed to solve those challenges. I don't know whether you understand.
No, I get it.
People wanted to see me. People wanted to be around me. And that was for my purpose. I was supposed to open up to them and could have opened doors. At age 17, I registered my business. I started something with Abigail Santana called Cuisine Roadshow. But then I kind of looked at myself, and my friends were not doing that. So I thought, am I not too young? So I started beating myself down. Seriously. So I look back and I'm like, Abigail, I had a lot of things going for me. God had given me all those gifts. Whether I was young or not, it doesn't matter the age. If you're watching me, your kids could have certain talents. God put it in them. Don't kill it. Encourage them. Stop saying you're too young and hey, keep quiet. You child, you don't talk. No. God made me that way. I thank God I still look young.
You do, girl. You look 16. Like they say, Africa don't crack.
No. And so because of that, I say to myself, however you are, today we've learned a lot. Enjoy the moment, and you look, whatever you need, you have it. Whatever you need to use, God has given it to you, but you are covering it up because it is not the normal thing. Who said you have to be normal? We need solutions. What is normal? We're supernatural. We're serving a supernatural God. He is not a natural God. How can you exude naturalness? You have to be supernatural. And supernatural is not always holy, it's spiritual. It is. The Bible says we go from glory to glory. So solutions, you may have some skills in you that will bring solutions to people's challenges. And it might not be something everybody is or everybody has. So I'm saying to you, look, I don't care how old you are. You are still working. My dad couldn't see almost doing much. You're still working, can talk, you can do whatever. Use those skills, talents you have. You are beautiful, you're slender. Wear that beautiful dress. It may attract somebody, not in a bad way, but they might want to come close to you because they're like, man, that girl is cool. They might want to come to you and talk to you, and that will open a certain door for you, man. There's nothing God gives us that is bad.
That is bad.
From your body to your face to your talent,
voice,
it is all from your beautiful voice. It is all to His glory.
Wow.
So this is to my younger self. If I could go back, I could take it all. But then today, I'm making good use of who I am. I'm making good use of, I'm not allowing myself to, I'm not selling myself short or bringing myself down. This is me. If somebody says, some people say you are extra, I'm like, yes, I am. You're a drama queen. I'm like, yes, I am it. I am actually a drama queen. Thank you. Like it. Yes. Don't let anyone, dim your shine, because some people don't have what you have, and so they want to use words to manipulate you. That is a big fat lie, man.
Yes.
Embrace who you are and how God has made you, and go from glory to glory. Because, man, how can you? Zoe can't be. I can't be like Zoe. The way she was even introducing me and doing English, I'm like, hey, this girl have to learn how to. The way that she was trained English, and other girls, rich girls, and also speaking the Baraka, yes, Zoe, all those things. Everybody.
If I could get on the floor, I would get on the floor.
I'm being honest, though. I can't be like you. So why do you have to put yourself down because anyway the time is running. But
Yes.
this is it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wanted to take time. I am so enamored by you, and I wish we could go on for
I
hours
know.
and hours. This would have been so much fun. Oh my God. Listen, I see everyone because Abby is so engaging. I haven't been able to say welcome to most of you. I do apologize. I see you. I see you all. Francisca, I see you. I see you. Na Akoa, I see you. Magdalene, thank you so much for joining us. Elsie Dixon, my sister in Canada, my big sister. You know what? I've grown because now I can call her by her first name because I always just use a big sis. She's mine. So, I love you, big sis. I see you. I see you. I see you. Pastor Teresa, wow, you woke up for us. What an honor. Thank you so much. Auntie Doris Eshan, I see you. Rosen Lima, I see you. Rita, my Osafo Mami, alone. I went to NAFTI with Rita. Oh my God, I love that woman to bits. I see you. I see you. Of course, one of our line producers, Yidanako Big Bila, I know he will watch it later, but he joined in just to say, I see you guys. Thank you so much for that, Uncle Yid. I see you. Akos. Oh my God. I see you. You woke up for us. Seti, another line producer. I see you guys. I see each and every one of you. Nyuto Oklu. I see you. Ralia. I see you. I see you. I see all of you. I'm going up. I'm going up because I know there's a beloved Nelson. Thank you so much for making the time and joining us. Pastor Kofi Chise, or should I say Prophet Kofi Chise. Thank you for joining us and gracing us with your presence. Thank you so much. Oh my God, there's so many of you. I can't even. Brin, I hope I said that right. I see you. I see all of you. Jan Profi, I think I said that right. Abba Keto Anda. Oh my God, this woman is a powerhouse all by herself. She is definitely going to be here on To My Younger Self this next month, actually. So please stay tuned. You will not be disappointed. Actually, as you were talking and said, whatever we need to live in life is inside of us. I thought about Abba because we were talking about purpose the other day. And I was telling her that I think that purpose is that thing that you don't have to go to school for, or at least you don't have to go to much school for, because God already gave it to you before He chose you to come into the world. Abba, I am so I'm just grateful. Thank you for joining us. She has a podcast. It's called Hope Mongers, and I want you to just look it up. She is such a powerhouse. I see each and every one of you. All of you, I see you. Thank you for joining us. Wow, Abby. I am so enamored by you. I'm like sitting here going, oh my God, this woman thinks I am Bravo Queen and I am not.
I know you're not thinking. I know you are. And I appreciate you for that. That is who you are, you know.
That is who I am. Yes.
You know, and you're talking about purpose. You need to exercise your purpose.
And
you need to work it out.
I exercise my purpose right now. Look at you. You're preaching. Listen. Yes, on that note, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to Abigail. Not only did she dazzle us with stories that blew our minds, she kept time. Wow. I am so impressed. I am so enamored by her. Thank you. Please help me say thank you to Abigail Coleman.
Thank you so much.
And the songstress. I appreciate you. Guys, next week, guess where we're going? We're hopping all the way from Ghana via Canada into Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Yes.
Oh, wow.
We're getting there. What did we say at the beginning? We said that we want this to be a tapestry of storytelling that goes into the fabric of all of the African continent. And we want to see the differences and the similarities. Look what God did. There is so many things in the pipeline. We're going to be talking with Patrita Paul. She is the youth organizer of the African Union. Guys, it is big. And she has agreed to come here and just chill with us. Do not miss it. You will be so amazed and you will get so many things from it. So from myself and Abigail in the studio, I want to say thank you. I want to say I love you. Live in your purpose. Educate your kids. Accept who you are.
Enjoy your moments.
Enjoy the moments and the people God gave you.
Be who you are.
Be who you are. And I always like to give my guest the very last word. So before we go, my name is Zoe Baraka, and I have been in the studio with Abigail Coleman. Abigail, what is your last word for our audience?
My last word is that whatever God has made you, which is so different and unique, is good. However, God has made you is good. And no age, no environment, nothing is a limitation. You limit yourself because God has made you and given you the power to be who you are. Because you don't make yourself who you are, He enables you. You have no power. He gives you those gifts and He uses the Holy Spirit to enable you to be. So I just want to encourage you, take that step in your gifting, in your purpose, and work it out. Go from glory to glory. Thank you.
Wow. What a power-packed message.
Hey,
so from Abigail and I, from the studios of To My Younger Self, and of course, dear daughter, my name is Zoe Baraka. I've been in the studio with Mrs. Abigail Coleman. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye-bye.
Bye.